June is National Great Outdoors Month, and what began as Great Outdoors Week back in 1998 later expanded into a month-long observance, first recognized as National Great Outdoors Month in 2019. The month aimed at encouraging people to enjoy nature and care for the outdoors. Photojournalist Dave Novak and I celebrated recently with a trip to Gibson and Pike counties at the Patoka River National Wildlife Refuge.
The Patoka River National Wildlife Refuge is a hidden gem. Most people don't know a thing about it, but it's a wonderful place to come and visit. Back in the 80s, conservationists realized what an important area it was, and so they began to work with the Fish and Wildlife Service to create a National Wildlife Refuge. What makes it so important is that it is a bottomland, hardwood, wetland ecosystem, which is one of the rarest you'll find. And this is probably the largest in southern Indiana. With its neighboring partners, the state forest, we probably have one of the largest bottomland, wetland, hardwood ecosystems in the entire Midwest. It's really important for migratory birds, for wildlife, for birds that nest here, and for all kinds of wildlife. We have about 380 wildlife species that use the refuge. We have several endangered species, 62 endangered species that are part of the refuge. So it's an important place for wildlife, and it's also an important place for people to come and experience wildlife and nature. Hey, I thought I recognized somebody here. I know, I can't get away with anything. People see my car and I'm always in trouble.
Good to see you,
Good to see you.
Well, we're all birders. We spend a lot of time together exploring birds wherever they are. And Patoka is renowned for the number of birds they have here. We've been here 20 minutes, I think, and we already have had 30 different species of birds. But we also enjoy the wildlife. We know that there are bobcats and otters and snapping turtles and copper-bellied water snakes and all kinds of rarities that we all enjoy. We like all the wildlife.
Where are you pointing? Let's look on that tree trunk right there. All right.
So why is this place and places like this important in Indiana?
Well, I think primarily what's so attractive here and what makes it such a special place is the diversity of habitat. I mean, you have hardwood forests, you have bottomland forests, you have wetlands, you have oxbows, you have river. So you have almost every imaginable habitat. Then we get out further into the refuge and there are prairies. So it's every kind of habitat that you could have in Indiana, so that accounts for the variety of species of wildlife.
These trails are nice because they're shaded in the summer. They're always a little bit cooler. They provide shade, and it makes the temperature much more bearable, even in the humidity. This is Otter Run Trail, and what I really like about this trail is it kind of lets you see what a wetland habitat looks like. It's all bottomland, and it's a narrow trail. It's not a real wide trail, but it leads you along the South Fork and also Maxey Marsh. So you can see where the otter and beaver go from the South Fork across the trail to the marsh. Friends of the Patoka River National Wildlife Refuge, we help out in any way that we can. So it's important. We help organize volunteer work days, which we do once a month. In the past, we were primarily active in promoting the refuge, having educational programs here, bringing people out so people know that it's here. That was our primary role. What has happened now is we've become a lot more involved in land acquisition. If you donate to the refuge, the money goes to the Fish and Wildlife Service. If you donate to the Friends group with the stipulation that it's for land acquisition, we hold the money, and then when property becomes available, the Friends are able to actually buy the land. Eventually, the Fish and Wildlife Service will buy it back from us. So we've taken on a big role in helping with land acquisition.
We are conserving land here on the refuge that will be conserved forever. I mean, it's in perpetuity. So it means that lands that could otherwise be destroyed by subdivisions or highways or railroads or whatever kinds of, we're a bulldozer concrete happy society. And this will protect this portion of really fabulous wildlife from that ever happening to it.
To learn more about the refuge, visit the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service online, as well as the Friends of the Patoka River National Wildlife Refuge website. Sites also have social media pages you can follow.